Sometimes the best way into a national park isn't the main road. Today, we're leaving behind the ticket booths and traffic and taking the back door into Arches National Park, a route used by the very first visitors to this incredible landscape. This is Willow Springs Road, a place where history, adventure, and maybe even a few dinosaur-sized surprises might be waiting. Traditionally, the way to get into Arches National Park is off of Highway 191. Most visitors head straight for the official entrance to this park, but we're not most visitors. Before 1958, this was the original entrance to Arches National Park, a dusty, rugged path that welcomed early explorers long before paved roads and visitor centers shaped the park experience. In fact, my parents used to tell me stories about coming in on this very road, and so today is the perfect route for those who prefer adventure over asphalt. When you first get on this road, it looks pretty tame, a well-maintained dirt stretch, easy enough for any car. So pretty much, this is a great area to explore, especially if you want an adventure that you can do in just about any vehicle. There's sand and little slick rock, but nothing any vehicle can't really handle. This area is also known now as Raptor State Park here in Utah. Before too long, you might have to pay an entrance fee to just cross through here, so you might want to get it off your bucket list before they start to close it down for just the state park. So this area is also known for its bike riding and several other hiking trails in the area. In fact, we drove through part of this park when we did another trail known as Copper Ridge nearby. But before too long, you'll meet the main attraction that is on this trail, some old and ancient dinosaur tracks. And how old? Around 165 million years old. So we have made it to the Willow Springs dinosaur track site. And there's a giant sign saying track site, but the actual track site is located a little bit further up. So I think it's all on this walkway here that you could park down there and walk up here. But we're going to show those to you. And there's a nice sign that kind of explains like which dinosaurs there are. Typically in Utah, you get Dilophosaurus, you get a lot of those kind of, not sure specifically for this one. So we'll take a look. Theropods and theropods. And so these impression here, those are dinosaur tracks.
Oh, there's a ton of small ones.
These are the footprints of a theropod. What's a theropod, you ask? Well, it's a raptor-like predator that roamed this land back when Utah was lush and a prehistoric swamp. Also at this site, you'll see sauropod tracks. What's a sauropod? Well, those are those long-necked giants, the kind that you would have towered over everything all around it. And to be honest, these tracks are pretty well preserved, and especially if you're not into hiking long distances and just want to see something in your car really quick on your way into Moab, this is the perfect spot for anyone who wants to see something this cool. But before too long, we decided that it was time to leave the dino tracks behind. And this is where the landscape, as you head into Arches, starts to change.
Oh God, oh God, ugh. And off-roaded their Mercedes out to here, huh? How many times do you think they scraped? Couple.
Why did they have double mirrors?
So they must have a camper, I'm guessing. Alright, terrain mode, oh no.
Not normal.
Well, I did not know I'm in terrain mode.
You have to be in 4 high, it said.
No, I am in 4, oh. Select 4 high for terrain mode, jeez.
They warned you.
Oh my God, what the hell happened?
Went over a giant dip.
Didn't you know I was trying to get in terrain mode and I wasn't paying attention?
I don't think it knows you weren't paying attention.
Well, it should have. Trying to get into 4 high terrain mode. Oh my God, Mom didn't even record us the one hard section. Oh, there it goes. Like flashed a warning thing.
This area is known as Klondike's Bluff, which we featured the other trail to get into Arches, which is gnarly, in our other ZR2. If you haven't seen that video, you want to check that out next. But this area overall, besides off-roading, is known as a hotspot for mountain bikers. So make sure to keep watch because sometimes they can go kind of fast across the trail. And right before you get into Arches National Park, things start to get a little bit interesting. If you're in anything less than a stock SUV, this is probably the turnaround point. Your Prius probably isn't going to make it without a little bit of scraping. The trail becomes rougher, with the steep wash crossings and slick rock steps that make it just a bit of a bumpy ride. And this hardest part of the trail is only 500 feet from the park entrance. So if you're in a car, you're probably going to want to turn around and go back through the main way. But you still got to see some beautiful scenery anyway. After conquering those little rock obstacles that aren't really much for the ZR2, we finally made it into Arches National Park. No toll booths, no reservations, just a raw, backcountry entrance that feels like stepping into another world. This is the way our parents and grandparents used to see this park. It's pretty incredible. The final 4 miles inside this park are pretty easy. It's mostly a graded dirt road that leads to well-known areas like Balanced Rock and the window section. But please remember, once you get past that park boundary, you're officially inside of Arches National Park. Even though it feels like you have it all to yourself, please abide by all the park rules, no drones, leaving the trail, and please practice leaving no trace. Willow Springs Road isn't the quickest way into Arches National Park, and it's not necessarily the easiest, but it is one of the most adventurous routes besides Klondike's Bluff that you can take to get here. If you've got a 4x4 vehicle and a spirit of exploration and just want to get away from the crowds, this is the way to see Arches National Park. So would you or have you taken the back way into Arches? Or do you like to stick on the paved routes just to be safe? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? And don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more off-road adventures here on Legendary Trails. But we'll see you later.